Alright, Game of Thrones fans, here we are for episode 2. And I really liked that first episode. Very excited. The channel's picked up subscribers, and we're only a day and a half after that first one got posted. Had a lot of good feedback in the comment section. If you want to post some questions in there, I'm the only one allowed to get into the comment section. I can let her know. Trying to keep her away from spoilers, obviously. A couple shout outs I didn't do on the first video. I can't believe it. Joey and Brian from Board Watch. I have watched all their videos also. There was a comment in there about the normies. I watched the normies, Game of Thrones, and Walking Dead reactions every time they come out with one. I like how they do the skits and everything prior. And Blind Wave. They're the old school ones. They're on the second go round, I believe, with doing Game of Thrones reactions, maybe even the third. But before we get it going, we're going to talk to Ann a little bit about that last episode. And the first thing we want to talk about is the wall and what was going on there.
There were zombies.
Zombies?
Or in the case, White Walkers, which totally reminded me of The Walking Dead, because walkers, as Rick calls them.
And apparently, according to Ned Stark, they have not been around for 1,000 years.
Yeah, so it's ancient evil that is around, but people think are gone. Yeah, sounds interesting.
Okay. Alright, so now we'll go down to Winterfell real quick. I'm going to run through a lot of the names here before we start this. So we'll start off Ned and Catelyn Stark. Those are the parents. The Lord of Winterfell. The Warden of the North is his title. He basically runs the Northern Kingdom. Getting into the kids, we have Robb Stark. He didn't have much for lines. Couple. He's the one that hauled Arya off after she flung the Sansa.
I like that scene. I would have totally done that before.
So, not that note. So we have Sansa Stark. Who's she?
She's the princessy type.
Okay.
That, like, I get everything I want kind. Not Disney princess. Nice.
Okay.
Birds landing on finger.
Then we got Arya.
Arya, tomboy.
Did you like Arya?
Yes.
You liked Arya. Then we got Brandon Stark.
And then
He was the one that was climbing the wall at the end of the episode.
Oh, yeah. I hope he survives.
Yep, we don't know what's going on with him yet. Then Rickon Stark, the real little brother, but I think he's only about 4 years old for the season.
I think, I believe we saw him in the part where the king came.
Yep, he was standing in line.
Yeah.
So that's the Starks. We're at Winterfell. We can talk about the Lannisters real quick. The Lannisters that were up there. We got Cersei, who's the queen. Robert Baratheon's the king. And Robert is really great friends with Ned.
Yeah.
They fought a war together 17 years ago. But they hadn't seen each other in 9 years. So we got Cersei, the queen. We have Jaime, her twin brother.
Yeah.
And that caught you off guard a little bit there at the end, as it was supposed to. We got Tyrion, the dwarf.
The dwarf.
Oh, I forgot to mention Jon Snow when we're talking about the Stark kids.
Never forget.
I explained to you that he is a bastard half-brother. Down in King's Landing now, Jon Arryn's was the old hand of the king, and he died.
Yeah.
And that's why King Robert was coming north to get Ned to be the next hand of the king. But then at the end, Catelyn had gotten a message from her sister, who was married to Jon Arryn, suspecting that the Lannisters killed Jon. Now we go over to Essos with Viserys, Daenerys, and Khal Drogo. They married Daenerys off to Khal Drogo. What do you think about that? Did you think it was right or no? No, not right.
No matter what, you don't marry off your sister for your own personal gain.
Right.
That's just mean.
Viserys wants the army so he can travel across the sea and try to get the throne back, because it was their dad that was the old king prior to Robert.
Yeah.
So they feel that he is the rightful heir to the throne, not Robert. Anything else you want to touch on, or any comments?
Yes.
Oh yes, the direwolves. We can talk about that.
Direwolves. I love the direwolves. Yeah. I only thought of this like while we were editing the last video. We were going through the direwolf scene. I'm like, hey, where's the dad? Because I mean, like, there's mom, there's the puppies, but there's no dad.
So where's the dad direwolf?
Yeah. Now we even think
We got 6 direwolf pups, and there's probably a dad around there somewhere.
somewhere. I mean, unless he got killed, but there was a dad.
Right. The
One
mom
point
was
in time,
definitely killed.
There was a dad.
Okay, so anyway, we're going to get into this episode, get it recorded. Probably won't have it edited up until Monday sometime, maybe Monday evening. I'll be able to get this up on YouTube. So right now it's Sunday morning. That's what we're doing on our Sunday morning. So we are going to get into this episode and see what she thinks of episode 2. It's called The King's Road. The King's Road is the road that heads from Winterfell all the way down to King's Landing. It's like the main highway.
Under my reign, you have been punished for such nonsense. You can rest assured of that.
Tyrion likes to party.
I can tell.
But it is expected of you. Your absence has already been noted.
Well, it means nothing to me. I can't stand the wailing of women.
One word, and I'll hit you again.
I'm telling Mother.
Go. Tell her. But first you will get your Lord and Lady Stark, and you will fall on your knees in front of them and tell them how very sorry you are, that you are at their service and that all your prayers are with them. Do you understand?
You can't.
Do you understand?
Is Bran going to die?
Apparently not.
It was in you.
Where's your sense of wonder? The greatest structure ever built, the intrepid men of the Night's Watch, the wintry abode of the White Walkers.
Tell me you're not thinking of taking it back.
And go celibate? The whores would go begging from dawn to Casterly Rock. No, I just want to stand on top of the wall and piss off the edge of the world. I hope the boy does wake. I'll be very interested to hear what he has to say.
Nymeria, gloves.
Impressive.
Shut up. Nymeria, gloves.
I have something for you. And it has to be packed very carefully.
A present.
Close the door. This is no toy. Be careful you don't cut yourself.
It's so skinny.
So are you. I had the blacksmith make it for you special. I won't hack a man's head off, but it can poke him full of holes if you're quick enough.
I can be quick.
You have to work at it every day. First lesson, stick him at the pointy end.
I know which end to use.
All the best swords have names, you know.
Sounds like we keep her sewing needles. I've got a needle of my own.
I want you to leave. Years ago, you rode off with Robert Baratheon. You came back a year later with another woman's son. And now you're leaving again.
Next time I see you, you'll be all in black. It was always my colour. Farewell, Snow. The new Stark.
It's a great honour serving in the Night's Watch. The Starks have manned the wall for thousands of years. And you are a Stark. You might not have my name, but you have my blood.
Is my mother alive? Does she know about me, where I am, where I'm going? Does she care?
The next time we see each other, We'll talk about your mother. I promise.
Your bastard's mother.
Why?
That's it. Must have been a rare wench to make Lord Eddard Stark forget his honour. You never told me what she looked like.
Nor will I. Daenerys Targaryen has wed some Dothraki Lords. What of it? Should we send her a wedding gift?
Knife, perhaps, a good sharp one, and a bold man to wield it.
She's little more than a child.
Ravens. They were given a choice, no doubt. Castration or the wall. Most choose the knife. What you see is a dwarf. If I had been born a peasant, they might have left me out in the woods to die. Alas, I was born a Lannister of Casterly Rock. Things are expected of me. My father was the hand of the king for 20 years.
Until your brother killed that king.
Yes. Until my brother killed him. Life is full of these little irons. My sister married the new king. My repulsive nephew will be king after him. I must do my part for the honor of my house. Wouldn't you agree? But how? Well, my brother has a sword, and I have my mind. And a mind needs books like a sword needs a whetstone. That's why I read so much Jon Snow. Brothers in arms.
The Night's Watch protects the realm.
Ah, yes, yes. Against grumpkins and snarks and all the other monsters your wetness warned you about. You're a smart boy. You don't believe that nonsense.
You're not supposed to be here. No one's supposed to be here. It's a mercy. He's dead, isn't it?
No!
Terrifying. But protective.
Well,
I don't think Bran fell from that tower. I think he was thrown.
The boy was always sure-footed before.
Someone tried to kill him twice. Why? Why murder an innocent child? Unless he saw something he wasn't meant to see.
So what, Lady?
I don't know. But I would stake my life the Lannisters are involved.
Butcher's boy who wants to be a knight. Pick up your sword, Butcher's boy, let's see how good you are.
She asked me to, my lord, she asked me to.
I'm your prince, not your lord, and I said, pick up your sword.
It's not a sword, my prince, it's only a stick.
And you're not a knight. Only a butcher's boy. That was my lady's sister you were hitting, do you know that?
Stop it! Arya, stay out of this!
I won't hurt him. Much.
That's not what happened!
Yes, it is. They all attacked me and she threw my sword in the river.
Liar!
Shut up!
Enough!
I don't know. I don't remember. Everything happened so fast. I didn't see.
Liar! Liar! Liar!
let that little girl disarm you. Ed, see to it that your daughter's disciplined. I'll do the same with my son. Gladly, Your Grace.
Monica, darling.
No, not Lady. Lady didn't bite anyone. She's good. Lady wasn't there. You leave her alone. Stop it. Don't let them do it. Please, please. It wasn't Lady.
No butchers, boy. You rode him down. He ran. Not very fast.
What did you think of that episode? A little different than the first.
I hate the prince. He's
You hate
a
the
jerk.
prince?
He's a jerk.
You don't like Joffrey?
No.
Well, why not? We can start talking about what don't you like about Joffrey?
He's a jerk.
Okay.
And then the queen had Lady killed.
Mm-hmm. And Lady didn't do anything.
I know.
It was that Miria that
Yeah,
did.
and she was only protecting Arya.
Mm-hmm. And Joffrey lied about how it all went down too.
Yeah.
Okay, on that note, we are going to go back to the beginning of the episode. First thing I wanted to talk about is the scene between Tyrion and Joffrey.
Yeah.
Did you like that scene?
He deserved it.
Getting slapped like that? All Tyrion was saying is because they was worried about Bran. He's like, you have to go and say you're praying for him and everything and be the right. And Joffrey got 3 slaps out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's always one of my favorite scenes when I watch that episode. But you didn't hate Joffrey at that point.
Yeah. I do now.
Makes that scene a little better now, don't it?
Mm-hmm. Definitely deserved it.
Okay, how about the scene between Jon and Arya?
Just
When Jon gave Arya Needle, is the name of the sword. She named it Needle.
Mm.
And basically them saying goodbye to each other. Because he's going up to the wall and she's heading down the King's Landing.
Yeah. I like that
Did you like that? I think Jon and Arya are fairly close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Jon is where Arya gets her tomboyness.
Good chance, yeah.
Plus the fact that she has 4 brothers.
Right.
And only 1 sister.
Yep. The next scene I got on my list is where Jon is saying bye to Bran, even though Bran's still in
Yeah.
coma. Yeah, you got Catelyn there.
Yeah.
Could you get the sense that she really don't like Jon?
Yeah.
Like, is that a constant reminder? The next one I want to talk about then, when Jon Snow and Ned were out on the road at the crossing there where Ned was about to go south and Jon was going to go north. Jon was asking about his mother.
Yeah.
And what did Ned say?
Next time we meet, we'll talk about your mother.
Yep. Then we continued on the road with Ned and King Robert. They were out eating lunch or whatnot. They'd stopped for that. And Robert was talking about Daenerys. They'd gotten word that Daenerys has married Khal Drogo. And concerned about the Dothraki army coming.
Yeah, and the no boats.
Yeah, they don't have boats. So they can't get across the sea.
Well then, how did the princess get across in the first place?
Oh, I'm sure there was a little boat. They're talking about hauling an army across
Yeah.
the sea. You need lots and lots of boats for that.
Thousands.
So, but Robert does seem pretty angry with them Targaryens still, even though it's been 17 years. There's still quite a bit of hate coming from Robert.
Yeah.
And even Ned a little bit. But Robert was talking about having Daenerys assassinated, and Ned wasn't totally on board with that.
Yeah. I mean, should be the brother assassinated.
Yeah, because the brother's kind of yeah. You don't like him very much.
No.
Okay, off on that scene. Next scene we had was going in the other direction with Tyrion and Jon because they're heading up to the wall. And this is where Jon's really finding out what type of people are on the Night's Watch.
Yeah.
They were, the ones that were with him were prisoners, rapists, and they were given a choice to get castrated
Castrated?
or going to join the wall or the Night's Watch. So a lot of times they don't want that, so they do go up to the wall to take Night's Watch. But that's when you take the black, you are there till
When you take the
Till
blood,
you
you
die.
never go back.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. So, but I don't think Jon really realized that. He's thinking the honorable wall, serving the Night's Watch. I don't think he knew about some of the bad people that go up there to serve. And hopefully you turn them good and whatnot, but next scene was Catelyn and Bran in the fire, they're distracted, and then there's an assassination attempt
Yep.
on Bran.
Yeah, because he saw the queen and her brother doing it.
Right, but nobody knows that yet.
No, I'm gonna say the third episode.
Third episode, and we're gonna figure out, or they're gonna find out.
Yep. Well, he awoke.
Yep, he woke up at the end.
Lady was killed.
Now shortly after that, that's where Catelyn starts investigating. That is where she found the long blonde hair up in that room, right straight from the window where Bran fell from. So she got the council together, the Winterfell Council, and was talking to them about how she really thinks the Lannisters had something to do with it. Going along with Liza's letter that was sent last episode. So she wants to go to King's Landing to tell Ned.
Okay.
And she says, then Robb has to stay there because there always has to be a Stark at Winterfell.
Yeah. But I mean, there would be, though he was in some
He was
sort
in
of
coma. Yeah.
Weird coma.
So,
Yeah.
and then that leads us all the way back to the Arya and Joffrey scene where Arya was just messing around with sticks with the butcher's boy.
Yeah.
And your favorite prince
He's the only prince.
showed up and did what he did.
Yeah. Still a major jerk.
Yes, he is. And that led to Lady getting killed, and Lady did nothing wrong.
I know. That was the
But Ned is an honorable guy. He was like, well, the wolf is from the north. I have to do it. They were going to send Sir Ilan Payne to do it. He's a royal executioner. But Ned wouldn't allow that. It was like, if it's going to happen, it's going to be somebody from the north. Ned's a very honorable guy.
Yeah.
And that takes us all the way through that episode.
I honestly still wish he let Lady go.
Oh,
Like Arya did
with Nymeria.
Nymeria.
So all in all, what do you think of this episode? Good, bad, in between? Don't know?
There were good
Still
parts.
learning people?
There were some parts where I'm like, I hate you.
The Joffrey stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it's good. It's getting emotion out of you.
Yeah.
So it's going in the right direction. How you doing with the names? You starting to get some of the names?
Yes. I mean, I remember all the faces.
Right. And the faces are easy.
The faces
But you will get to where you know all the names.
Yeah. I tend to remember names from a show better than in real life. Because if I'm watching the show, I'm normally binge watching it,
Right.
and I'm watching it episodes over and over. Instead of like this, where we wait a day or two.
Right, yeah, we're doing it slow.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about the episodes in between episodes also, so.
Yeah. If I were to just binge watch this, I'd probably be to like.
You'd be in season 2 by now, probably.
Yeah.
I know how that goes.
I don't just watch, I binge watch.
What we're gonna watch is one slow.
Yep.
Oh, and a note for everybody. When we get to a season finale, I'm going to make her wait at least a week and a half to 2 weeks before we start the new seasons. We may have them recorded up in advance so I can keep a regular schedule on that. But so everybody knows, she is going to have to wait for the next season to start. It's in the plans, just to make it harder on her. So anyway, that was episode 2. We're going to close it up with that. We did a little discussion, talk about it. We'll talk more about it in the next couple days before we get to episode 3 or whatnot. But if you liked it, we hope you did.
Yeah, and on another note, I don't know if anyone else has thought of the Dad Direwolf idea.
Didn't you talk about that earlier? Yeah, you did talk about that earlier. Yeah.
Search it up on YouTube.
Does anybody know anything about the fathers in
The
books or anything like that? The father There has to be a father direwolf out there somewhere.
I know.
It ain't just the pups. So.
Because I mean, we saw the dead mom.
And we'll start taking some, if you have any questions for Anna that you think would be good, that'll help me out in the before and after questions I can ask her. Just pop them down in the comment section. I'll read them and I'll pick out ones.
Q&A.
Q&A?
Question
Right.
and answer.
Okay. So you know more than me.
Yeah.
Okay, until the next one. We'll have this thing up and posted in a day or so, and
Yeah.
we'll see you for episode 3.